Hi guys, Squall here. Welcome to some iRacing. Yes, iRacing. I decided to give it a go. It's quite fun. Here I am in qualifying. I'm in the Skip Barber Series. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But basically, iRacing is like an online multiplayer racing sim, which you do have to pay for. That's the main downside. You do have to pay for it. But I thought I'd sign up and give it a go, because rather than race against AI, I thought it'd be pretty good fun to race against actual people. And to see, see how we get on, just to make it more interesting. So what I've done is, I've managed to fight my way out of the rookie season. Everybody starts off in the rookie season, and I did that in a Mazda MX-5, I think it was. And in the rookie season, everything is based on safety rating. So, drive cleanly. That's what it means. Don't go off the track. Don't smash into other people. Stay out of trouble. And if you do all of those things, your safety rating will go up. And when it goes up after a number of races, you should just get promoted out of the rookie leagues. At which point, you can then go into Class D. It works up like Class D, Class C, Class B, Class A, in order of kind of safety. Each class allows you to then drive other cars. So Class D, you can carry on and race the MX-5 if you want to. Or you can do what I did, and you can buy the Skip Barber car. Yes, you have to buy the car. You do get a number of cars when you sign up to iRacing, so there is that. You don't have to buy the cars, of course, and you only buy them once. But I decided I really like the look of the Skip Barber car, so I thought I'd give it a go. Anyway, I bought the Skip Barber car, and every week the track changes that they focus on. So this week we're on a track that I can't remember the name of right now, but I'll let you know in a second when I remember. And what I'm doing right now is qualifying. So I'm basically putting in as quick a lap as I can. I get 2 laps to do this. Now if I go over the white lines, if I go off track, it invalidates my lap, as it does in any qualification. So you can see my kind of split time there at the top. If it goes green, it means I'm doing better than the optimal lap. Down the bottom left, you can see the optimal lap is 121.4. And, it is tricky. The Skip Barber car is pretty pokey. But it is fairly stable. It's a great kind of Class D car. It's... Whoop, there we go. It's a little bit of... It's an interesting car to drive, let me put it that way. It's ideal for kind of getting into iRacing. You've gone out with the rookie and you want to go for something a bit quicker. This thing is reasonably well spec'd. It's a 2-litre, let me think, it's a 2-litre car, single overhead I think it is, 150 brake if I remember, 4-cylinder Dodge engine, and I think there's a sequential 5-speed gearbox, so you can ram it through the gears, no need to use the clutch. Does about 135, I think it is top speed. And just like 0 to 60, about 4.5 seconds. So it's not slow. The cool thing is you can mess about with the settings. It's a fixed setup car, but you can tweak it, so you can mess about with the brake bias, things like that, and the anti-roll. So you can kind of tune it. Now I've kind of messed about with my brake bias so that I've got a little bit of liveliness in the back end, which allows me to, when I trail brake slightly, I can kind of get the back end to oversteer, which then kind of points me towards the end a bit more. So I've messed about with that, but if you overdo it, I just spin out, You've got to get it right for yourself. So anyway, we're just putting a good lap there. This is my second lap, and I don't think it's going to be as good as the first, so we'll see where we end up on the grid. 122.2 to beat. 122.1. Okay, we'll take that. Alright, let's go and have a race and see how we get on. Okay, we're qualified in, well, 5th. So now we need to jump on the grid and wait for everybody to spawn in. Summit Point Raceway, that's what it was called. Summit Point. Okay, looks the guy in front of me logged out or something. I'm not really sure what happened. Okay, red light. This is the only time you need the clutch. And come on, come on, come on. Go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, it's the only time you need the clutch, is just that bit there. Now, I use the sound of the engine to decide when to change. But you can use an RPM type meter. Right, I'm on the inside. I've got a guy on my left, but...
Left side.
I am super cautious about the first bend.
Still there?
He's still there. He ain't going anywhere. Let's see what he... Oh,
still there.
Let's see what he decides to do.
All clear.
Thank you, thank you. That was a good move by him. It's a mistake for third and fourth to sort of battle each other, particularly so early on. We need to stay up with 1 and 2, really. So he did the right thing. Oh my god, don't want the brakes. So the tyres are cold, the fuel tank is full. Well, not full, but it's heavy compared to qualifying. I've got to give it some leeway. Too much curb, maybe? That left curb, you've got to watch it because it drops onto the grass very, very quickly. And if you take too much of that curb, you'll... Okay, the guy behind me had a better exit speed, so... He's probably going to take me down that bit at some point if I don't learn how to speed up properly. Oh my god, I missed my apex. No, get off the sand. Oh, thank you. He's catching me. Let's move over and so he doesn't get behind my slipstream.
Be patient, be smarter.
That's the spotter. iRacing has a spotter in case you're wondering who that guy is. But I changed the default voice. Oh, I chucked it in first then, as I was in my turn, which is, it can be useful, but it can also throw you off. But you can use it to kind of steer the car a bit. Keep wide, turn in, hit the apex, and out. In case you're wondering, it does show my gear there, and my accelerator in green, and the brake in red, and the clutch in blue. So you can kind of see what I'm doing on the controls. It also shows the wheel position. I got a feeling I'm faster into that bend than the guy behind me. But he's definitely... I reckon he's gonna go for it on that bender I mentioned. The one coming up in a minute, because I think he's faster out of that bend. And if there's one thing you want to be, it's fast out of a bend onto a straight. This one here, let's see if we can do a bit better than last time. There we go, he's actually dropped back. I think I'm better than him through that kind of twisty, chicaney bit. So hopefully I can hold him off. You know, honestly, at this stage of my kind of iRacing career, I've probably...
Alright, man, we got an opportunity here. Let's take advantage of it now.
Oh no, there's a slow... Our guy just came out of the pit there. That's going to cause problems. At this point in my iRacing career... What are you doing? Oh, that's good. He slowed down. Whew. I kind of just want to finish races without incidents. And, you know, if I can finish in the top half of the group, the top half of the pack, then I'm pretty happy with that. At the end of a race, you get safety rating change and you get an I rating change. And the I rating, I think it's called I rating. Yeah, I think it's called I rating. That is basically how good you are. Think of it that way. Oy, pal. Did I brake late or did he brake early? I'm not sure. The guy is having a look on the inside. Let's keep on the inside there so he can't get through. Safety rating is important initially because it lets you kind of get up the classes and unlock things, but... Oh no, damn, I was really bad out there. He's surely... I need to move over. He's probably going to go for it. No, he's not going for it. Okay. That was a surprise. The I rating is basically how good you are, and obviously that is what really matters at the end of the day. You can actually race in leagues and all kinds of things. Oh, by the way, if you do like iRacing, if you like the look of this and you fancy giving iRacing a go, and I know it's paid for, but I got a promo code off them, which lets people, well, you can get it for 3 months for $9, which is, that's not even $1 a week, is it? Which is pretty good value, and then you can decide if you like it, you know? $3 for $9 for 3 months is pretty good. I'll leave it in the description anyway if you want to use it. It tells you what to do. I'll put it in there what to do. It's dead easy. But, you know, $9 you can sign up for 3 months and have a go at the MX cars. You can't ride Skip Barber unless you buy it, but the MX-5 is great fun. You can do ovals as well, and they've got dirt stuff. The dirt stuff looks absolutely mental. Honestly, it looks insane. But the ovals are fun if you like oval racing. Just beware in the rookie leagues, it can be carnage, you know. Stay out of trouble. Like, rookie ovals are just a nightmare. They're absolute nightmare. Because if there is an incident, which there inevitably is, there's nowhere to go sometimes. The tracks are so small. So even I've done about 3 races in rookie oval, and I'm struggling to progress my safety rating at the moment, but I'll get there. I'm more focused on road racing, to be honest, but I will do the oval. But anyway, the promo code will get you, you know, 3 months for $9, so you can at least try it. And you'll have so much fun. There's nothing as stressful as you're sat on the grid there, waiting to start. Every time I race in iRacing, my heart rate is up, adrenaline's flowing, it's crazy. Now this is cool, I managed to catch up on the leaders here. This is a good position to be in. I can stay behind these guys. I mean, I'm not proposing to push past them at the moment. I just want to... Yeah, I'd be happy to finish in the top 10, never mind the top 5. I think the guy behind me, I can't work out... I don't think he's as quick as me now. He was earlier, but I think he's not now. I keep doing that. I think maybe I'm braking late. I get tunnel vision maybe on that guy. I take a lot more curb than they do. They also go wider on that bit, I've noticed. Yeah, look at him. Look at the yellow guy behind. He put so much speed through there. And he had to slow down. If he'd have carried that speed, it'd have definitely got me. Well, I think this is the bit he'll go for it, if he's going to do it. Braking right through that apex. Nice, that's better. If you get that bend right, then it's pretty hard for them to get past you. Even with like the slipstream draft down this bit, with these cars, you know, it's still pretty hard. You need to get an advantage on that last bend, really. That after the long straight, there is where I struggle the most to get my my braking right. What's interesting is I've been racing with my Logitech 920 wheel, and the wheel's fine. You know, don't have a problem with the wheel. The 920 pedals, though, are just disgusting. They're awful. Like for racing, the brake pedal is just, ugh. The brake pedal is horrible. I've heard of people on the forums who take out the spongy bit behind the brake pedal, and even move the springs around and stuff. So I might have to look into that. But for now, I just went to my G27 pedals. I just find them easy to use. But even so, it's hard to get braking right because they're just based on springiness, you know? They're not based on how much pressure you put on them, like the load cell stuff is. So I might have to get some better pedals just to get more consistent braking. I completely missed my apex, but I've got the draft behind this guy, so that will carry me through. Alright, what are we on? Lap 6. Doing well. Doing well. I'm happy with this right now. These two guys in front, you know, they're being sensible, they're being clean. But things tend to change in the last 2 laps in my experience. I completely... Oh, he's got me.
On the right side. Clear him.
No, he's backing off. The guy behind me is... He's quite safe, you know, he's not an idiot. I think he probably could have pushed the inside of me then and took it. But he's probably super cautious, because some of the guys you come up against in this, honestly, you'd think their life depended on winning. They are super aggressive and dangerous. Sometimes, like here, you'll see a guy trying to go down the inside, and you've got 2 choices. You either close the door in like, no, this is my line, or potentially you get T-boned. It's... I don't know. I would hope that as you go up the rankings, things would get better. I think they probably do. It's all about inexperience and inconsistency at this stage, and there's a lot of both, you know. Even with me, you know. I literally learnt this track like 2 days ago. Never been on this track before in my life. But 2 days ago I learnt this track, and then, you know, here I am managing to stay in the top 5, which I'm pretty happy with. But it doesn't always go this way. You just need some idiot to take you out. And sometimes it can be...
Right side, clear.
That was my bad.
On your right, clear.
Wow, the most inconsistent braking ever. I completely locked it up. But I thought it was better to hit the brakes, or I just go in the back of that guy, and it's not his fault. That was my bad. But that's racing. You know, you make mistakes. Now I'm in 4th, which I'm still not completely unhappy about. But, you know, I had a third in the, I had a podium there. I had a podium in the bag. Not that they have a podium in this game. Wow, I'm so annoyed with myself for doing that. I know I'm at least as fast as this guy. I reckon I'm faster through here than he is. Mostly because I think I'm sliding around. I'm using my back end a lot more than he is. Let's see how he fares now. He's in front of me. I'll put some pressure on him. See if we can catch him up and put some pressure on. That's the other cool thing about racing against people versus, you know, AI is with people, there's the whole psychology, you know, behind it. You can get up behind them and sit behind them. They keep looking in the mirrors and they get pressured, and then they make mistakes, whereas the AI just doesn't do that.
It's going to be 10 laps to go this time.
10 laps, okay. Wow. Feels like we've been racing for a day already. So much pressure. Apart from that one mistake, now the guy behind me, Rene, he's 6.4. 6.3, well, he's coming down the straights at the moment. He's over 6 seconds, as long as I can keep that kind of gap. No, 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 don't go on the grass. Oh my god. That's 2 mistakes I've made. Now if you go over the white line, you'll see top right, it'll say, like, incident. So you get, like, an incident point for that. You can pick up incident points from race control for various things, but one of them is going outside the track, essentially. If you get more than, it's about 17 incident points, then you get disqualified. So there is that. And that's what I like about it. It keeps you on the straight and narrow by penalising you. Now, if you was to cut a bend or something, and the race control deems that you've made an advantage out of that, then you'll get a forced slowdown. Yeah. And if you go speeding in the pits, you'll get, like, black flagged. You have to stay under the speed limit in the pits. Now, I have lost so much ground here. I'm just checking my... I don't think I've got any damage, but... Yay! Focus on the race. Okay, that wasn't bad, actually. I actually gained some time then. I'm still over 6 in front of the guy behind, but I'm out of the draft of the guys in front now, which is a bit annoying. So I need to get within about a second of these guys. Let's see if we can pick up some time. The best I can hope for is that they make a mistake or they have an incident. Like, honestly, if there's one thing I've learned from racing is anything can happen. Like, particularly on the last lap. On the oval stuff, the last lap carnage I've experienced is unbelievable. I actually had a race where I was, I think I was in 2nd or 3rd, something like that, all the way around the race. And then on the last lap, everybody went completely nuts. The guy in front of me lost control. I ended up getting T-boned, left the track, and I skidded up to the line. Up to the right. This is on the line for the final lap. I skidded 100 meters and stopped in 100 meters before the actual line, which meant my position were I couldn't even move the car because my car was broke, and then effectively I didn't finish the last lap. You know, and none of it was my fault. Like, this is racing, and in the last lap, everybody gets crazy. They all get nuts. They all start jumping into gaps they shouldn't go for. They just want to win, you know? I mean, everybody wants to win, but you have to maintain a certain amount of sort of sensibleness about you, I think. And some people are just completely crazy. But I am not catching up on these guys. If anything, they're pulling away from me, so I don't think I've picked up any damage, but I'm starting to wonder now. But you never know. One of them, those two, 2nd and 3rd, are having a bit of a ding-dong. The banana cars. And it is possible they could take each other out and I can just end up slotting into second. You never know. We'll see what happens. Fourth, I'm honestly, I'm happy with fourth. I'll get an I rating out of that. I should get a safety rating. As long as I don't screw something up. I'm happy with fourth, but I'll be even more pleased if I can... They're actually pulling away from me. What is going on? I think maybe I've lost a bit of confidence though. I think I'm feeling like I've lost a bit of confidence because I've almost lost it on the track. So I think that's what's going on, but I'm just losing time now. Either that or they just decided to flick into another gear that I just don't have. Screeching the tyres. I just can't get the right amount of pressure on my foot to stop, you know, to stop that. I've set up 3 monitors as well, by the way, so I've got, although you're only seeing the front view, and let's not even get into the field of view discussion, please, because you're probably thinking, some of you anyway will be thinking, why is your field of view set like that? That's the in-game chat, by the way. I actually have a screen to the left and a screen to the right, and my field of view is slightly wider than what it should be from a field of view calculator. And there are many videos on YouTube about field of view. There are mucho discussion about field of view. I'll let you go and read up on that if you're not familiar with it, but trust me, you don't want a super wide angle like you get in some of the racing games, because you just, it may look faster, but you can't get a depth and size perception properly. But yeah, field of view is an ongoing discussion. It'll run and run. Somebody's not happy. Look at the top there. Idiot. Yeah, I'm just losing time here. I don't really know why. But they're all faster than me. I think maybe they were taking it easy at the start, and now they're actually racing. And I think in qualification they were consistently faster, so... I think maybe they were playing it safe. And now they're racing. Well, that's fine. I don't mind that. I've still got much improvements within myself. The only slightly annoying thing is I've kind of learnt this track now, and then next week it'll be a completely different track. So I'll have to learn how to race the Skippy on that track. I mean, it's good in a way, because I think they split it into seasons, so I think each season is about 12 or 13 weeks or something. And they'll have a different track each week, and then at the end of the season, you know, there'll be like a league table you can look at of where you finished.
Sorry.
So there is all that, but that's all in the future for me. Right now I'm just getting used to iRacing, getting used to racing online, getting my safety ratings up. Getting competitive at this stage is, you know, in the distance for a while. I'll be competitive, but I'm happy to just be consistent more right now.
5 laps to go.
5 laps. I have actually closed some time. I'm down. I was at 3 seconds at some point, and now I'm sort of closing that in a little bit. So, we'll see. Whoa, hello! Has he blown his engine?
Drive through it.
He's out? He's out? I need to see what happened. I saw smoke coming out the back. They're not saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. Which kind of implies he made a mistake and he's not blaming the other guy. He's disconnected, I think. Oh my god, I'm in third again. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You just stay in the race. I knew those two guys were having a ding-dong. Something went down on that bend, and he's now out of the race, and I bet he's not a happy bunny. So I don't think I'm going to catch this guy, but in all honesty, third place, I'll take it. You still don't know, one of these guys might go out. But they look pretty decent to me. But second and third were always having a bit of a battle, so I wonder if they collided or something. Who cares? I'm in third. I'm on the podium. I should get some iRacing out of this. The guy behind me is...
Be smooth, my man. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you, buddy. The guy behind me is over 6 seconds away. We have... Now, the guys in blue are the ones who effectively were a lap in front. If they were in red, then they're lapping you. So on their screen, I should show up as red. On my screen, they're blue. I think that's how it is. Oh my god. So they've probably been in the pits and they've kind of carried on. In this particular series, in the Skip Barber, you can actually get a fast repair. So if your car is damaged and you need to get something fixed, you get one fast repair. And what that means is you can go into the pit, stop, and then instantly go with full repairs. And that's just, it's a useful game mechanic because you lose a lot of time going into the pit, but you can actually get your car back on the road and get the experience of racing still. It's a nice feature. As you move up through the ranks in the cars, that just gets removed completely. Also, because this is a fixed setup, it's kind of nice because apart from the tweaks you can do on your tyre pressures and your anti-roll and your brake bias, apart from that, most of the setup is completely fixed. Which means if somebody's faster than you, it's because they're faster than you, not because they've learned how to set the car up better. But later on down the line, the car setup can be pretty ferocious. 4.6 behind that guy, yeah, they're way faster, there's no doubt about it. But I don't think it's necessarily because they are faster, it's because I'm not driving at an optimum speed. Like, I know from my splits that I lose time, particularly on that end of the straight there. And even around here sometimes I lose some time. Like, and it'll be 0.1 or 0.2 of a second here and there, sometimes a 0.3. But if you add that up over the lap, that can easily be a second. And then, 18 laps later, you're 18 seconds behind. It is like that in racing, it's crazy. So if I'm losing a half a second around this track here, they're pulling away a second every 2 laps. So that's where the time's going. It's not down to them, it's down to me. I just have to get better. But, lap 16. And so far, I've not binned it off the track.
Gonna be 2 laps to go.
And I'm in with some points. I'm really chuffed with this right now. What I might do though is I might pull my seating position back a little bit. I'm happy with the field of view, but I might pull the seating position back just so I can see the RPM gauge a bit. One of the cool things about iRacing is you can get a lot of like add-ons and stuff that hook into the telemetry. So there's an app that I've got that I bought and installed on an old Android phone, and it's called something like Dash Meter Pro. And what it does is it hooks into the game and then gets all the telemetry, and so you can have your phone at the side of you. I use my old OnePlus One phone. You have your phone at the side of your wheel, and it shows you all the telemetry that you want, like your RPMs, your splits, and it even has like one of those light bars that comes in that tells you when to change. Really handy. I love stuff like that. But for some reason, I just massively caught up on these guys. I expect they had a bit of a ding-dong back there, but while I've been waffling here and driving, I've just realised that I've managed to pull up. And on the last lap, I'm half a second in this guy's draft. Now, I'm thinking to myself...
White flag this time. Shit, man, just put it right on it, bud. You'll get by.
I'm just wondering right now, do I play it safe and finish third, or do I go for it? I don't know where I'm going to get an opportunity with this guy, because I don't think I'm particularly faster on any part of the track. So I think I'm probably going to end up in third, but if he makes a mistake, I'm going to put pressure on him. If he makes a mistake, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to get first, but I might get second. The only trouble is I want to be super careful that I don't go in the back of him. Like, I really don't want to take him and me out, That would be awful. Oh, look at this. This is spectacular. Can't believe I'm on the last lap. The pressure is real. Yeah, they're faster through the... Come on, car. Yeah, I can't get this. I can't get them. Not gonna happen. They are a little bit quicker through those those twists and turns than I am. I don't know the name of them on this track. I don't know what Summit Point corners are called. Alright, third. We'll take it. I'm super happy with that. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That was super fun. Woof. Third.
Checker flag.
Anyway, if you fancy iRacing, don't forget the promo code in the video description.
Good job, everybody.
I'll be making some more
Way to
videos in
work your ass
future.
off, Earl. Good job up there.
Take care, guys.
Good job, boss man.
Happy racing.